So, Assalamu alaikum, good morning. How you doing? How's everything? How's lockdown? How's quarantine? How's everything? So, yes, the thing is, it's not like regular or something because due to some factors like how things are. So, electricity and all that. So today we are going to enter session two of this course, which is what is it called again? So, introduction to programming tools, explain data storage in computers, describe evolution of computer language, list aspects of programming, use different modeling tools in programming and design. So, um, computers can perform different functions and calculations, but a computer cannot take a decision as a human being. You get right? So computer have to be instructed or programmed to perform certain tasks. For this purpose, several programming languages have been developed to help programmers write code to meet users' requirements. So here, the basic approach to write programming code is almost similar to all programming tools. So, it's so programming languages like computer softwares and stuffs, they use language to create them, right? So these are similar examples of language. Here we have C, this is how to code in C language, this is how the format, this is how the structure is, and then this basic, then the last one here is Java. So all these ones, they are what programming languages. Then sorry, we have the computer languages developed for the purpose of communication between different components and component programming languages. So we have high level language, assembly language, and machine language, high level language. That's the our normal day-to-day language, English language. Assembly language is code. It's C programming, Java, and the rest. While machine language are zeros and ones. Again, then machine language, assembly language, and then high level language. High level language we have top generation languages, fourth generation languages, fourth and then fifth generation languages. So the data for processing is stored in the memory or primary storage. Data for processing, a computer is all about data process, right? Like processing data and all that. So data processing is stored in the memory or primary storage. It is stored in memory or primary storage. And then the memory here is classified into two types, which is namely primary storage and then secondary storage. Primary storage and then secondary storage. So data for processing, the data, for example, our computer is on, right? And then we are on this slide. So this slide data is stored in a memory. And it's stored in a memory, like in the RAM, something like RAM, not or primary storage. Something like another name for RAM is primary storage. Another name for memory is primary storage. Again, so a memory is classified into two types. We have primary storage and then we have secondary storage. So primary storage is a temporary storage random access memory is known as the primary storage or the main memory. So RAM is what the main memory, and then it's known as random access memory. It is a volatile memory as data stored is lost when the power is switched off. You get it is a volatile memory as the data stored in it lost when the power is switched off. Like for example, we are on this slide now, and then let's say we are working on something, then the computer just tripped off. So if the computer tripped off, definitely this data will get lost. Do you know why? Because it's saved on the memory, and then memory is volatile, and RAM, and then this RAM is what volatile. Once the power is stripped off, your data is lost. Do you understand? So this is the RAM, and then memory is measured in terms of bytes. Memory is measured in terms of bytes, and a byte consists of 8 bits. The here, a byte can normally what am I saying? A byte can normally store one character. The characters can be any of the following: any number from 0 to 9, capital letter from A to Z, small letters from A to Z, and then special characters such as plus, minus, and so on. So memory is divided into four parts, which is input area, that is buffer, data area, program area, and output area. Input area, it's like it's divided where, for example, the data memory, when it's about getting things inside it, then processing the stuff, then bringing an output, right? So here it is input area. A buffer is just like a temporary storage space. So so what's what am I even saying? Input area, buffer, so data area, then program input area. It's like at the process that at the time you input the data in your application, your program, your computer, and then data area, that's where the data is being saved. Then program area, where the program is being saved. There's different data is data and as you can program, right? And program should the program coming it's the house, right? While data is the contents of the house, right? So output area is what it produces and output for it. So a secondary storage, a non-volatile memory, not directly accessible by the CPU. Secondary storage devices used in a computer are as follows. So non-volatile memory, shi kuma secondary storage. We have primary storage and then secondary storage. Shi primary storage, like RAM, shi aikansa once an ɗauke wuta, datan ka duk zai wuce. And then secondary storage, that one ko da an ɗauke wuta, your file, your everything is intact. Do you understand? So that's how it is. And so volatile is when babu wuta, everything get lost. Non-volatile, ko da babu wuta, your files are still intact. Do you understand? So not directly accessible by the CPU. Secondary storage device is used in a computer as follows: hard disk drives, optical disk drives, flash memory, and then others. So hard disk, what's hard disk, right? Hard CD. Hard disk on the storage device on computer. This one. While optical disk CD, soon CD. I don't know. Do you know about CDs like also DVD, CD? All those during olden days. Almost olden days time they use it. I don't know. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't know what's CD. I believe you should know it, right? Then flash memory or flash, of course, and other storage devices. So data is represented as raw unorganized files that need to be processed. Or they have been telling us what data is right from. So when this data is processed into organized collection of useful and meaningful data, it is known as information. When you collect the data together, it's known as information. So computers are used to process the raw data, provided meaningful information after processing the data. So data is an unorganized fact, right? For example, let me give just an example of data and information. Let's say there are students who applied Bayero University. So among the students, let's say 100 students applied, and they've given them they've passed their what did they even call that thing? They've passed their jam. So they will have list of students who applied BUK, right? So those lists are called data. Then after writing post-UME, those that have passed post-UME and those that have passed post-UME and secured admission in Bayero University, they will list out their names and okay, these are the students that successfully secured admission in BUK. So wannan list ɗin na wanda suka samu admission shine information. Wancan list ɗin na kuma da suka yi applying, it's called data. Do you understand? So data is an unorganized fact. An yi organizing wannan fact, wannan data, an yi organizing ɗinsa aka fitar da information. So that's what data and information is. Like bunch of numbers are data. Phone numbers, contact address are what? Information. Do you understand? So that's how it is. then computer can only complete a task going through the following three steps. Duniya duk wani harkan computer abubuwa kuma yake. Input yake da process kuma ya output, right? Input, out process, and then output. Then a general purpose computer system consists of the following hardware components: input output device, control unit, memory, input output device. General purpose of computer system consists of the following hardware component: input output device, right? So monitor, keyboard, blah 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 blah. Control unit, and then memory. So control unit sune su kamar CPU, central processing unit da sauransu. Input output device sune su keyboard, mouse da sauransu. Memory sune su kamar hard disk, RAM da sauransu. Then input device is a hardware device that is used to receive data from the computer user. Different types of data such as audio, video, text, and then so on can be provided by the user. The commonly used input devices are as follows. We have keyboard, mouse, microphone, scanner. All these ones, they are inputs, right? Because the keyboard is used to insert characters in your computer. Mouse is used to click on something on your monitor. Microphone is when you plug in your microphone, you can talk and sing and anything. Scanner is to scan your document into the computer. Webcam is capture yourself, right, with the computer. So your picture will be inside the computer. So that's input device. While output devices are monitor, printer, plotter, speakers, projectors, and so on. So aspect of programming, we have two aspects of programming. We have understanding programming paradigm specification and then designing the local, how do I say? Designing the local solution. Do you understand? Two aspects of programming. Number one, understanding the program specification. Two aspects of programming. You know what programming is, right? How come developing software applications, right? So two aspects of programming. Number one, understand the program specification. Like what and what do the program need? Like made program yake so stuff like that. And number two, design the local solution. You know, every programs you see in this world, like every software you see, they are developed for what? For solving a problem. They are developed to solve problem, to find solutions to things that are happening around the world, right? So these are the two aspects. Number one is to understand the program specification. What and what do the program need? Me ya kamata da me ya kamata a yi amfani da shi a program, like what are the functionalities of the program? Me ya kamata ya yi? Two kuma, is it helping matters? Is it solving the problem? Is it solving the problem we have on ground? Something like that. So these are the two aspects of programming. Then modeling tools, we have to design a logical solution. Two modeling tools are used to design a logical solution. Two modeling solutions are used. We have flowchart and we have pseudocode. A flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. Here it comes. Flowchart. Can somebody flowchart? Ina irin misali yanzu in zaki zane, like you see, if you want to build a house, like architectures, right? For architectures, architects, you know, they have to design it, they have to draw it. They will pen down what and what they need, right? So the same thing when the shine flowchart shi ma kaman zane ne, kin gane? Da ke zane ki zana abin da kike, like what do you need in your program? Maybe text field, whatever. Kin gane flowchart harkan zane ne. It's a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. Do you know what algorithm is? Algorithm is the step-by-step procedure of solving a problem. Algorithm, step-by-step procedure of solving a problem. So step-by-step procedure of solving a problem using what? Diagrams, using Zane. That is flowchart. Do you understand? While pseudocode, a presentation of an algorithm in forms that can easily be translated into programming statement. Kinga and flowchart Zane. Pseudocode kuma it's about our normal magana, English. Turanci ko dai wani yaren da muke. You get shi kuma kawai daga okay mun gane daga nan zuwa za mu yi kaza, daga nan sai mu yi kaza, daga nan sai mu yi kaza, daga nan shi kuma in form of what? In form of sentence English. You understand? So that's it. And then So pseudocode kin gane ko. So summary languages are basically categorized into three types, namely machine language, assembly language, and high-level language. Machine language uses zeros and ones, representing instructions. Assembly language uses cryptic English like phrases in English codes, represents string of numbers, and then high language uses English words. So there are different types of codes, characters, and memory, such as American Standard Code information, binary coded decimal, BCD, and then extended binary code decimal. The data processing is stored in memory or primary storage memory is whether in kilobytes or megabytes. Computer is an electronic device that accepts the raw data, processes the data according to the instruction provided in general entry. So the flowchart, dramatic. So this it's simple. So feel free to ask me anything if you have any question, challenge, suggestions, ideas, clarity, confirmation, anything. You are free to ask. Thank you. So let me see. That's session 2, right? Let's see what session 3 have for us. Should we go for session 3 or should we do another day again? Like it's. So let's continue. Well, let me try to let me make it another video. Okay, let me just use it too. Maybe it's okay. I'm already in the All right, here flowchart and pseudocode. Explain algorithm, explain flowchart, explain pseudocode. A programmer has to plan and write down the solution to a problem in a particular manner, and this is known as algorithm. A programmer has to plan and write, design solution to a problem in a particular manner, and this is known as algorithm, like step-by-step procedure of solving a problem. Just about algorithm, just step-by-step procedure of solving a problem. The two tools used by programmer are flowchart and pseudocode. Algorithm is an order set of instructions. The algorithm should have the ability to alter the order of execution of the instructions. Then the three types of statement constructs that an algorithm can have are as follows. We have three types of statement constructs. As well. We have sequential, conditional, and then iteration. Sequential, it deals with sequence. Daga wannan daki-daki. Daga wannan sai wannan. Daga wannan sai wannan. Like programming. In ka danna wannan button in the wannan button in the next button za ka danna wancan ne sai wancan. Do you understand? Then conditional is shi kuma conditional. Just like in kai kaza kaza zai fito. If you click on this, kaza zai fito. If you remove this, this will happen. If you don't do this, that will happen. If you don't do that, this will happen. Do you understand? Shine conditional. If you don't on your computer, if you on your computer, it will on. That's conditional. Why sequential? Daki-daki. Daga wannan step ɗin sai wannan step ne. Daga wannan button ɗin ina sai wannan button ne. Do you understand? Then iteration. Repetition kenan. After this, if I click on this, it will pop up and ask me again, click on this. Are you sure you want to save it? Yes, click on it. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. Are you sure you want to do like repetition? Iteration is just like a repetition. Do you understand? So that's how it is. So the flowchart, oh no, I have to copy the repetition. Control C, open my notepad and notepad, then I'll save it. A flowchart is a graphical representation of an algorithm, right? A graphical representation of an algorithm. It's graphics, right? It cuts the logical flow of instructions or activities in a process. It designs the logical flow of instructions or activities in a process. So flowcharts help programmers to view how the statements in the program are interrelated. Each activity in the flowchart is depicted using symbols. It uses what? Symbols. Depict or pictorial representation of something, right? So that's it. And these are the symbols, right? One means start. It means start, it marks the start or end of the program. Shigma one process, like wannan on or off shi ma wannan process you get wannan rectangle din is just process maybe in ka sa ka kunna calculator ka sa 2 plus 2 anan zai zo yi processing nan kuma nan ne zai display in output. This parallelogram is for output, input and output, while wannan diamond din kuma is for what? Decision making. Do you understand? This is for decision making and this is what for used to represent the exit to enter from some another part of the document. One is known as connector, while this one is known as flow line, right? Flow of control. Daga wannan zuwa wannan, daga wannan zuwa wannan. Got it? Sure. So, I think we'll stop here. I'm tired. It's not easy. This quarantine of the thing is lockdown, everything is just so we'll stop here. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye.